Questions on good mornings, what type we use, rep ranges, and everything else. So I think for deadlifting, the biggest one that we use is more of a narrow stance good morning. And the idea there is you kind of want to replicate your deadlift stance, that being if you're conventional. So the idea is you want to go down, and I like to go down until I feel my back start down, and then fight it back up. If you do it that way, you'll feel it a lot more in your lower back. And then for squatting, or if you're a sumo deadlifter, wide stance, tend to feel this a lot more in the hamstrings. The same deal, push back, down, and you probably won't get the upper back round effect with a wide stance one. Rep range, we usually do sets of 3 or sets of 5.
For ab work, we like to do both standing and seated. Seated, we'll use decline ab. We have a decline ab board, and we just do sit-ups, usually with weight. We'll hold it over our heads to get a real good, emphasis on your abs. For standing, we like to use the spud ab, standing pull down. We use the long spud strap, and then you just kind of move it. Key is to make sure that you don't use your hips to throw your body down, and you don't dive your head down to keep the tension on your abs rather than using your back or your weight to get the weight moving. And you just kind of crunch. And it's lovely. Rep ranges, we use 4 sets. I use 4 sets of 8 to 15. Depends how much weight you're using and your strength level. My favorite lift is actually a training lift. It's squatting against a hell of a lot of chain weight. I like 140, 200 pounds of chain weight. I really like squatting against that. Usually box squats, straps down.
My favorite lift, other than training lift, is deadlifting with a lot of band tension. It seems to help me out the most, and it teaches you to really strain through locking out the deadlift.
My favorite exercise is triceps of death.
Questions about what supplements do we take. Pretty much everyone in here takes some sort of multivitamin, a fish oil. Not everyone takes fish oil, but fish oil, joint supplements of some sort, glucosamine, chondroitin, synthesis, what have you. And then almost everyone uses a protein powder of some sort, but not everybody. Beyond that, most supplements are basically worthless.
Alright, this question is about floor pressing. I've been floor pressing twice a week for a while now. I started out just really easy. The first week I do 3 sets of 8. The second week I do 3 sets of 5, bump the weight up. Third week, 3 sets of 3, bump the weight up. Take a deload week, start back with 3 sets of 8 with more weight, and keep doing that. I did that for like 2 months basically. And then now I tend to do more all sets of 5. And I've started doing it against bands or chains and trying to get a little more lockout emphasis out of it. What I really like to do on like max effort days, the second movement I'll pick a bar weight, and then I'll just keep adding chains and working up by adding more chains instead of more weight. I feel like that's been really effective. The other question there was, do you deload it at the bottom like a box squat? I do. Like, I want to stay tight, but I also come down and hit the floor, and there's definitely like a pause at the floor and then up. I feel that really, it's helped me build a lot of bench strength.